Alright, we're doing it now. Yeah, I did it. Come on, man. I'm going to act entirely like I normally do. I'm inviting you. Like a fucking retard. Listen, man, it's 2026. We say retard again. I don't have the capability to hate somebody for anything other than who they are as a person. And nobody ever can believe, obviously, why would you believe that from somebody? Like, oh, okay, sure. Anyone would say that. It's like, I would actually whoop somebody's ass for making fun of a retard in real life. I would beat them into the ground, and then I would take the retard to get some ice cream. Like, well, you're a fucking stupid idiot if you make fun of somebody for that, for being mentally disabled. It's fucking. That's why I threatened that 12-year-old girl for doing it to somebody. Someone's got to learn their goddamn lessons from somewhere. All right. Like, if it had to be me, then that's fine. Physically attacked a mentally depressed child. Kicked him right in front of him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I did. Look out! Oh. Yeah. What? God fucking damn it. Fucking fuck.
you, Josh.
Gosh.
Sheva, you don't have to do this. You can still back out.
What about you?
I've got a personal stake in this.
A personal stake? Chris, look around. We should both get the hell out of here.
I'm not here just for the mission.
What are you talking about?
A while back, I received some intel that my old partner was still alive. At first, I didn't know what to think. But when I saw the data file from Delta Team, I knew for sure. Jill is still alive.
That woman in the data file? Are you even sure it's the same person?
We were partners. I'm sure.
Wait! Wait! You're not going alone!
Physics don't not work with that outfit on, dude.
Chris, wait!
I don't have much time. I have to find her.
I'm going with you. These are my people that are dying here.
Are you sure about this? A second ago, you were ready to cut and run.
I can't just turn my back and walk away.
There are no more orders from here on in. It's just us.
We're partners. To the end. Now let's get moving.
Copy that.
Okay. Jeez. End of chapter 2. Upgraded gun, I guess.
What happened to your partner?
Jill and I were pursuing a man named Albert Wesker. Wesker. He was a top official with Umbrella, and the leader of our STARS unit. I met him again after the Raccoon City incident on Rockford Island. Since then, we've been trying to track him down. Then a few years ago, we got a tip from a reliable source. The whereabouts of Umbrella's founder, Oswell E. Spencer. So we paid him a visit, hoping he'd lead us to Wesker. body was never found and she was presumed dead. The person I saw in that data looked like her. I have to know if she's still alive.
You two were close.
We were partners. What about you? Why'd you join the BSAA?
My parents were involved in an accident caused by a pharmaceutical company when I was young.
Umbrella?
Yes. I only found out later that the accident was to cover up the manufacturing of biological weapons for terrorists. They were using Africa as a test bed for their experiments. Bioweapons were responsible for the deaths of my parents. And someone has to pay for that.
So you joined the BSAA?
There's only so much one person can do. Even a superhero like you, Chris.
I'm no superhero. But together, we can end this.
Then let's make a stand for our fallen brothers.
Hang on.
Sorry, they really get in the way of the. I'm gonna say that if I ever get ripped. Sorry, I couldn't hear that. Sorry. Big device. What? Damn. Who the fuck beat you up? Okay, so there's gonna be more BSSA leads. Oh, I actually forgot.
Hurry up!
Alright. This is gonna make no sense. Death to the MPLA!
on!
Map me.
Are you okay?
The junk food I just ate. Speedway, I got 2 hot dogs, a pepperoni and cheese stick, and I ate them. I got gummy worms and sour ranchers, or whatever, and chips, and chocolate milk. And gummy worms. Oh my goodness. Save me. Yep, you said you worked till Thursday. Bro. Besides. It's like too many days now. No, there's no way this dude's mobile at 3 a.m. The plug is mobile. Damn. He said, yo, what you need, bub? You know I'm always mobile. Buddy, I called you at 10 o'clock last night and it's 3 a.m. What do you mean you're always mobile? Dude, I called you 5 hours ago. Fuck you mean I'm always mobile? The President of the United States is threatening to destroy an entire country tonight. Dude, I love how they used it. Sorry. The United States government made the term tactical nuke entirely for the purpose so that they could use nukes and have an excuse for it. And the thing about a tactical nuke is that they're fucking 3 to 4 times more powerful than the ones we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So it's just bullshit. The shit is still apocalyptic level bombs that they're just gonna drop. And by the way, if the United States uses nukes that close to Russia, they will. Not that they're a threat, considering Ukraine is killing more Russian soldiers than they can recruit at the moment, but did you know that Russia is actually losing the war now? Like, all the times they said it before was mostly propaganda, but they're now literally, they're sending like groups of one guy and they're giving him a gun and sometimes not even ammo or food or water and telling him advance or die. That's what they're doing now. Yep. They're sending people on suicide missions for like hundreds of feet of land. Oh, well, I have a detailed answer for you. I just didn't want to fucking spout nonsense at you for 10 minutes. Alright, so in 2024, basically same guy, Putin announced his plan for the 2026 spring offensive during the middle of their August of 2024 offensive, which they had tried to conquer the Oblast region, but in successfully doing so, but after accruing, I believe it was 20% more losses than they had expected. Once they started the 2026 spring campaign, which they're currently in at the moment, their goal was to take 3,000 square miles of space. In that time, the last 3 months, they've taken 700 square miles. For every single 1 mile they take, 242 Russian soldiers has been killed, which is a extremely horrible ratio. Really bad. And I believe that their estimated income for new recruits in the past 3 months alone was about, what was the number? I believe it was 80,000. While the lowest, this is the lowest number of casualties, right? This is the best case scenario for Russia. In the past 3 months, they have lost 89,000 soldiers. More than likely, it's over 150,000, not accounting for a whole bunch of bullshit. The lowest number is they have lost 9,000 more soldiers than they could replace in the last 3 months alone. For 700 miles of land. And Ukraine is losing literally a minuscule amount in comparison. And the reason why, okay, I'm getting to the reason now. The reason why they're sending the Russians into suicide missions is because Putin is so desperate that he is punishing his senior officers if they do not come back with reports of land captured. So what happens is commands go down the chain until they get to the soldier, and going down the chain, it just turns from, oh, you need to capture, you know, up to this line, to, well, I need to declare that I'm making progress, so I'm going to send one guy, and I'm going to get him to take photographs by himself in this city. And usually they don't come back. And if they do come back, they get shot. Yeah, they've executed like a couple hundred Russians already for not going on solo suicide missions with 6 rounds in their fucking K9 hand pistol. Imagine that's all you have. Dude. You don't even have a full clip. And they really were. They still are. They're sending fucking Russian soldiers in there with no food, water, maybe not even weapons. It's bad. And it doesn't really make sense, you know. You wouldn't think, like, we all always thought Russia was this, you know, the bear. You know what I mean? Don't fuck with the Russians, but it's like. But the biggest mistake that they made was that they used all of their battlefield communications through an American company. And so you know what the United States did? We don't like Russia, so we turned them off. Yeah, Russia uses Starlink, Elon Musk's company, in order for all of their battlefield communications. So the United States told Elon to turn it off, or else he couldn't do his shit in America. And he was like, oh, okay, fine. So, yeah. Yeah, it's really stupid that they would decide to use an American-made company to. But it also, yeah, their battlefield communications, all of it, radar, GPS, fucking talking to your superior officer. That's why so much bullshit is going down now, because they're back to pushing paper for reports instead of using, you know, technology. There's radio recordings of Russian captains saying, fuck, I have to file the damn report. I can't do anything until I file the goddamn report. I need the report. Like, literally, they need to just, yeah. It turns out making officers do paperwork like it's 80 years ago instead of commanding in 2026 would probably cause you to lose. There was a point in time where everybody had to do the paperwork, so it wasn't a disadvantage. But if you're the only fucking guys that have to do paperwork in the middle of a war zone, I'm sure you're probably gonna lose. Still streaming, but just sitting there talking about nothing. I got the plug to show up. Yeah. Dude, the girl that I was talking to you about, man, I've liked her for years. For years. And she's letting me hit on her, so it's hard not to. Why not? Why? What? It's just a goth chick. They're not known for anything. Ugh. I know. It does. It made me rethink who she was as a person. But I'm also just I'm almost getting sucked into the shallow end. You know what I mean? Where I just always was fucking. But it's like if I know that I could get I know that girls like me, and girls suck. What if I just used it against? God. Yeah. But I'm not. I don't need to. That makes me a piece of shit. Oh. What? What? I don't have any intentions to do this work. Listen, man. What? Oh, fuck. Womp. You're good. Lamp. I think we should eliminate all millennials. I think, realistically, we'd be eliminating the generation most similar to us, but, we would, there would be no more millennials. Imagine a world without millennials. 74% of them have college degrees. Can you tell me why they only have 13% of the United States total wealth? And if they have 13%, how much do you think Gen Z we have? How much of the United States total? We have 2%. That's our share of all of the United States economy. 2%. Watch us. Eventually, we're gonna have to be the oldest dogs around. And when that comes, we're gonna have to be the ones with all the money. And when that happens, I guarantee you a vast majority of Gen Z is gonna try